Okay. Make sure I'm here. Let me see. What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I am LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Big win for them boys, 121-106. The Big Cat, 23 points, 15 rebounds. Jalen Brunson, 21 points, 4 assists, 6 players in double figures. 30 assists for the 11th time this season. Great showing by them boys, flexing the muscle on the Orlando Magic, going now 13-8 on the season. Big task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Knicks Junkie, man. I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. Big win for them boys, 121-106. Josh Hart with a triple-double, 11 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds, and 3 steals. Big night for him. To me, he's the MVP of the game. But this is what you do, man. This is what you do to a team like this. This sends a message to the league. A clear message to everybody out there that we are for real. They knew we were for real before, but we are really for real. Really for real. Big time win for them boys. Big time win altogether. This was just a total team effort, man. Tim, what's going on, man? HBO Harlem Bronx all day. Big win for them boys, 121-106. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 21 points, 4 assists. It was an easy night for him, man. Easy night. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter. You saw him on the sidelines riding the bike, cracking jokes. You saw him. Easy work tonight. Easy work. Little Magic, they're pretty good, but they was playing bums, man. They were playing bums. Now they ran into a buzzsaw. Look what we did to them boys. NBA Cup, here we come. We got the Hawks next week. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys. 121-106. This is sending a message, man. A clear message to everybody in the league. This is what everyone was afraid of. Everyone was afraid of this. Everyone. Trust me, indeed, when they made that decision to get Towns, the whole league was shivering. The whole league was shook. But the first couple of games, we started, kind of had to feel it out, man. We're still trying to feel it out. But now you see we're starting to hit our rhythm now. Now we're starting to get an understanding of who we are and what this team is. You see it. You see it coming together, man. You see it all together, man. Just in all aspects of the game. And everybody played great tonight. Everybody, even Deuce and Campaign, they came in for that one stint right there in that first half. They both had almost 20 points. Deuce had 10 points in that first half. Campaign had 7. During that time, they still kept their foot on the Magic's neck while Brunson was taking a break. They were plus 12 while them boys were on the court and Brunson was sitting down. Plus 12. Like I said, Deuce had 10, Campaign had 7. That's almost 20 points in the first half right there off the bench. The Knicks were up 71-51 at the half. This wasn't even close, guys. You see that score right there? That score is a joke. The Knicks were almost up by 40 on them boys. On 40. This sent the message on TNT. Everybody was watching. The whole world was watching. Everybody's talking. The Magic have won. I don't know. What was it? 13 in a row or whatever they had. 808 Empire State. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. Rocking with LV Live tonight. 121-106. Big time win for them boys. Jalen Brunson, 21 points, 4 assists. The whole world was watching. They saw exactly what we could be, man. What we can be. And now we're starting to hit our rhythm. Now we're starting to you see it. You see it these last 2 games. And you I was kind of waiting to see how they were going to look tonight. I wanted to see if they want to come in with the same enthusiasm, right, that they came in the other night. They looked even better tonight. Better. And when I mean they were laser focused, laser focused. I know Franz had 30 tonight, but that's like that's not really indicative of how hard it was for him to score tonight. He was having a hard time. OG Anunoby was on him. On him. And the Magic's good defensively, but their offense is terrible, man. They shot like 40% from the field. I think they shot 23% from three. They were terrible tonight. Terrible offensively. There's no way they could touch us, man. No way. And I thought we also got after it defensively as well. This team is not in our league. They're not even close. They're not even close to us. Not even close. Tonight, I don't care if they even bring back, Bonchero. I don't even care. We got to get Mitch back. We got to get Precious back. So we're not even at full superpower, if you want to call it that. We're not even there. They're not in our league, man. They're not even, it's their joke. They're good. They're good. They're real good. But they can't touch us, man. It was to the point where they were playing him. Cat looked like he was at Dykeman, man. Doing the moves, throwing the ball in between his legs, swinging it over there to the corner of the Bridges, who also had another great night tonight. That's back-to-back games that he played well. I believe he had 19 tonight. Of course, he hit that buzzer beater at the half, off the backboard. Magic aren't ready, man. They're not ready. They're not ready. And this is what the league was afraid of. They were afraid that we were going to this is what we were going to look like. We were going to be explosive and be hard to guard. All five players can score. And now Josh Hart is just taking his game to another level, man. Another level. And this is what I knew he was going to be able to do. I knew he was going to be able to run around, be Josh Hart, triple doubles and all that stuff. I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to be a double-double thing. But now he's getting triple doubles. But that's because he does it all. And then what I love also, too, which is smart, if you see OG Anunoby kind of getting a little foul trouble, Josh Hart will go to that defensive assignment, and OG Anunoby would drop down to a lesser defensive assignment. And then I would leave OG Anunoby to get in the passing lanes. The Knicks look great. Now Mikal Bridges is starting to play defense. Now he's getting in the passing lanes to intercepting passes. He's starting to look great defensively. So now it's starting all to come together. Because tonight we look like a legit defensive juggernaut again. In the middle of the road. Not like in the 20s like what we are right now, but at least like top 10 in the league. That's how we look tonight defensively. Offensively, we're in a class all by ourselves, man. Let's take a look at the highlights. All in all, this fabulous game, man. Fabulous game altogether from everybody. Everybody. And I thought it got to a point, I would say probably in that second quarter, right? Especially when that unit came on with Deuce. And I just saw, like, offensively how they're so limited. I said, okay, they're not going to be able to touch us. They're going to have a really, really hard time dealing with us. Because the teams that give us problems are teams that can defend and score, a la Boston. But if we're playing like this, I mean, I wasn't worried about Cleveland before, but I'm really not worried about Cleveland. I'm really not. And when we get Mitch back, he's going to have Cleveland shaking in their boots, man. Because we know what he does to them. He makes them look like babies. Jared Allen is scared to deal with bitch in that Baja. I don't even believe that Mobley is ready for prime time. He's got to show me. But I'm not worried about anybody, man. The only one, like I've always said, is Boston. Because when we're clicking the way we're clicking right now, I'm not worried about anybody with Boston. That's it. And OKC. I'll throw them out there. But all in all, we just had it going from beginning to end. And, the Magic started off kind of hot. They hit like 3 of their three-pointers. I think they were up 9-6, right? Something like that. And then after that happened, the Knicks started taking over, man. Started taking over. And then, Caldwell Pope, he's supposed to be a defensive guy. He can't handle Brunson, man. Suggs, they try to put Suggs on him. He can't handle Brunson either. Brunson was doing what he wanted, man. Like I said, he was chilling in the fourth quarter, riding the bike, chilling. Looked like he was getting ready for the Tour de France. Just, chilling, laughing, and joking. Easy night for Brunson, man. Look at that easy 21 he had tonight, man. Easy 21. And then the big cat, right? He was doing what he wanted. Then you had, Mo Wagner. He tried to come over there and bully him and push him around. Cat's like, come on, man. This guy's easy work, man. He's easy food. Look at the stats right there, guys. Look at the stats. They shot 44% from the field. Look at that 3-pointers, guys. 9 for 39. 9 for 39. We shot 51% from the field, 50% from three. Excuse me. I think I got that wrong. Let me get that. Make sure I got the percentage right. 42% from three. 42% from three. 100% from the free throw line. 20 for 20. And once again, like I said, the 11th game. 11th game this year with 30 assists. 30 to 20, we beat them in that. And also, too, we out-rebounded those boys. They're supposed to have the size. 39 to 37, we beat them in rebounding. We beat them in every aspect of the game. And once again, you see the score, right? 121 to 106. It was at one point, we almost was up by 40 on them boys. We had 100 and something. They had like 60 something. The game was over, man. Over. And those are the worst times, right? Because you're really trying to kind of hurry up and let the clock tick, man. I felt like the refs were kind of dragging the game, calling nonsense fouls, man. Y'all let certain things go. The game's over. The game's over. They getting challenges. Like, come on, man. You guys are down by 30. What is this one challenge going to do? You're down by 36. All right, here. You want the ball? We don't even have to challenge it. Here, you can have the ball, man. Let's just let this clock tick, man. Let's get up out of here, man. But you could tell, the head coach over there, I forget his name, man, for Magic, you could tell his feelings were hurt. Because he thought his team had a chance, and they came in and got blitzed. Like how the old school Giants used to do with LT. They got blitzed, man. And that was it. The game was over. They don't have the offensive firepower to be able to deal with any of the top dogs in the East. They just don't. I don't even care if Byron Sherrill comes back. Everybody else, they don't have the offensive firepower. They cannot shoot the three that well. They're going to have a very, very hard time in the playoffs. They're going to get through the first round, but the second round, they're going to probably get smoked by somebody. They can't score. And I was looking around to kind of see, because I'm gauging to see exactly how they match up with us, right? Suggs can't score. He could defend, but he can't throw the ball in the river, man. Who else? Caldwell Pope, he could hit threes here and there, but he was never really known for that in Denver neither. He was just known for being a defensive guy. Right? So you got him. Who else? Bonchero and Franz. Okay, cool. Outside that, they have nobody else, man. Nobody else. Wendell Carter. Like, who else do they have that can score? They're not even close to what we are, man. Close. Because the reality is that they could defend, yeah. But do you have a guy that can make shots when it's needed? And I'm not talking about just one guy, numerous guys. We had 6 guys in double figures tonight. Deuce showed you exactly how he's a steal as far as the contract goes. But you see what he could do coming off the bench, right? They don't have anybody coming off the bench that can bring that firepower that Deuce can bring. They just don't. And I like the Magic. I like him a lot. I like the size. I love Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac would be better for us than he would be for them. He's just taking up space. He would be better. He would really be able to reach his full potential if he came over to play with us. Tibbs would find a spot for him, make sure he plays good defense. He would get rewarded on the offensive end. They're a joke on that second unit because they don't have nobody to score. Then they bury Cole Anthony at the end of the bench. They're like a shell of. They're just all defensive guys. They got 2 guys that can score, and that's it. They're not going to beat nobody in the playoffs with that. I'm talking about the top dogs. And that was the importance of why we made that deal for Towns and Mikal Bridges. Because you got to score in this league to win. That's just what it is. This ain't the 90s no more where you can get away with that defensive stuff. And that's why we made that deal. Because as good as we were last year, we understood that we got to get to the next level offensively. The defense will come, as you saw tonight. But if we can score the ball, we're going to be tough to deal with. We're the number 1 offensive rated team in the league right now, man. Number 1. And I think altogether, it's coming together, man, from top to bottom, man. Top to bottom. And I mean, of course, everyone's talking about the NBA Cup, man. That's cool. Like, I'm not, that's a cool thing to do. It's cool for the league. I don't really care about that. Honestly, LV, I don't really care. I'm more focused on us continuing to build, us continuing to get better, because I'm thinking about April and May and June. That's what I'm thinking about. Not this NBA Cup stuff, man. Even with $500K, cool. I mean, of course, LV would take it. But I'm talking about the other cats that got it. Like them dudes, they're doing it for the dudes at the end of the bench, which I think is great. That's why a bunch of those guys want to win it. But I'm not motivated by that, man. I want to see how we're going to look in these next 10 games. That's what I'm focused on. But great win tonight, man. Great win tonight by them boys. Great win tonight by them boys all together, man. All together. And I think it's important, too, man, that you get a win like this against a team that's kind of on a rise like this, because it sends, like I said before, it sends a clear message to the rest of the league. It sends a clear message to everyone else watching that, okay, the Knicks are starting to kind of turn that corner now. They're still trying to figure things out, but it looks like they're kind of on the, like they're ascending right now as a team. And so I think that when you have wins like that and losses, and that's why I told you the Charlotte loss was important, but they were still able to pull it out. But it motivates you as a team, because you say, all right, we got to play better, man. We can't be coming out throwing doozies like that against a team that bad. And so these last two games, you saw a team rejuvenated, and you saw a team really, really focused on taking care of business. And they're also getting better on that defensive end, man. And you got to love that, because that leads to the offense. And then you got all five guys. Like I said, it's a 5-out. So all five guys can knock down that trade ball. So now it makes the lanes open, dangerous in all aspects. Now Brunson can do what he wants to do. And it was easy for him tonight, man. Easy. He was not having a hard time at all, man. And now everybody's going to get theirs. They are. But see, he's the one. Because when the playoffs come, you need a guy like him who can get a shot and he can get busy. Period. That's what you want. We know who Towns is. We know what he could do. We know how great he is, big five, 50, 40, 90. We understand that. OG Anunoby, all those other guys. But none of them guys are the killer that Brunson is. And that's what you need in the playoffs. You need a killer. A guy that can just get his and takes the heart from a team, snatches it. That's what Brunson is. So to see that he's kind of getting rest and he's kind of able to kind of take his time, and kind of like, have nights to where he doesn't really have to really go hard. Like these back-to-back games, he had great numbers, but he didn't really have to go hard, man. He didn't, because we blew every team out. So now this is good for his legs, good for his joints. He can kind of relax during these games, and Knicks is just chalk up wins, man. Right now we're 13-8, which is fabulous. And once again, like I said, we're ascending, man. We're ascending in the right direction. Let's listen to Tips, man. Let's see what Tips says, man.
Just worried about Charlotte. I think I like the way we started the game. Obviously, setting a defensive tone. I thought OG and Mikhail were phenomenal defensively to get us going. And then I thought we played very unselfishly. When guys played together, they created good shots for each other. And you have to, they're a great defensive team, so I think that was important. And then, I thought our bench gave us a big lift when they went in there as well. I thought Deuce and Cam brought a lot of energy to the game, and we needed that.
Tom, can you talk more about what a test it was for your offense? I mean, they were ranked so high defensively, and then you guys, just the first half, were making, spectacular plays after spectacular plays.
Yeah, and part of it is, not obviously they're down some people, but I love how unselfish we were, and I thought they made great reads when we got into the paint, just making the extra pass, and then creating the right space, and then cutting, which got us going downhill. And when you do that, everyone finds rhythm, and you find in good shots. You're creating good shots for each other, and it's everyone working together, and I think that's important.
So when you're up like 30, whatever, you know the implications.
Just worried about Charlotte.
Tom,
Towns had a feisty game. You like to see that from him, kind of going at it with the Wagners and with the Wagner.
Yeah, and look, I think overall, and I get I think the physicality of the game is changing, and I think that's good. I think it's good. There's more of a balance to it, so I think that'll bring the best out in the competition, and so. And that's what I think people want to see. They want to see people compete. And so, and Carl's a physical guy. As long as it's consistent and it's the same way for both teams, I don't mind that at all. Matter of fact, I like it.
Tom, Jalen, seems like he has just progressed so much, especially in the last 2 years. Not just in terms of all beats, but people playing with different styles, playing around different types of screens, getting different passes out of it. When did you feel like he kind of hit that different level of himself?
Well, I think that's been when you look at his career, that's really been who he is. And so he's had a lot of different roles. And so he's comfortable in each role. And then what I think great leadership is providing whatever your team needs. So sometimes it's more of a distributor, or sometimes it's more of a scorer. We saw last year we got down people. We needed him to score to have a chance. And so now we have more scorers, and he's just reading the game. And then someone gets going, and, if they load up on him, which, teams are going to do, and then just make the right play. Don't fight the double team. Hit the open man. And guys are getting real comfortable cutting off them, and those easy baskets are huge for us. Yep, thank you.
That's the coach right there. He said a lot of great things, though. But, lastly, I'll kind of go backwards. Lastly, what I love that he said was he talked about Brunson, right? He talked about how, just the adjustment that he's making with his game, right? He's able to play many different ways because of how he came into the league. Last year, they needed him to score, right? He showed and proved that he could do that because they were down guys, right? So offensively, he had to take it up. But now, with the addition of Towns and Bridges, and of course, OG Anunoby's ascension offensively, Brunson doesn't have to take over like that load anymore. Like, he doesn't have to do that. So now it makes things easier for him. And now you're seeing his assists go up, his efficiency go up also. And then also, too, it's a lot easier for him. He's scoring, and it doesn't look hard for him now. You can have as many guys blitz him as you want. He does what he wants. He's that good of a player. So he's having smooth nights. And once again, this is great because then when the playoffs come, he's going to be ready to go. How many minutes he played tonight, man? Brunson only played 27 minutes tonight. 27 minutes and 21 points in that amount of time. Look what he's doing. So look how he's chilling. And that's how it should be. And this is the beauty of this, because you blow teams out, your guys can rest. So when it's time for the playoffs, these guys are ready to go, man. And so you got to love that. Then also, too, you just see how Brunson's changing his game, man. People saying that, he's a ball hog and all this other stuff. I told people, kill the noise, man. Kill the noise, because he's not a ball hog. What he's doing is he's changing his game. He's taking his game to the next level because of all the weapons that he has around him. So now he understands how to use those weapons, but it was going to take time. It was going to take time, people. It was going to take time. Everybody wanted everything right away. But now you're seeing him take his game to the next level, man. So, trying to pretty much be a double-double guy to where he's averaging over 20 points and 10 assists. If I'm correct, I think the last person ever did that was, the kid from the Bronx. You know what I mean? Tiny Archibald. So I think he was the last cat that ever did that when he was with Boston. So that's going back to the 80s, man. I'm talking maybe 81, 82 or something like that. But he was the last cat to do that. So I think Brunson could definitely do that with the way our offense is looking, right? Also, too, he also mentioned about, the physicality with the big cat, right, and all that stuff that's happening. And Tibbs is just like me. He's like, yo, I love it, man. I love it. Like, as long as it's called evenly. And I'm the same way. If that's how we're going to play it, then cool. Then now I know how to move and shake. But if I can't, if you're giving them calls and you ain't giving me nothing, then we don't know how to play. If you're going to let it rock, the physicality, then let's do it both ways, man. I'm good for it either way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important to do, because you got to allow these guys to defend, which is cool. But you got to allow us to defend too. They want to hack and get physical. We could do the same also. And so I think that's the beauty of this game, because guys got to be able to defend, man. You can't just let dudes skate to the basket. You know what I mean? Like, this is 2K. You can't do that. So to Tim's point, yeah, I like it a little bit too, and I have to agree with him all the way with that, man. I think that's a great mindset to be. But altogether, I love the fact that he also stated about them sharing the ball. Another, like I said, 11 games over 30 assists, man. I mean, that's the beauty of what they're doing, because now everybody's scoring, man. Everybody's getting busy. You got to understand. Look at the numbers really quick, man. Bridges had 19. OG Anunoby had 18. Cat had 23. Brunson had 21. Josh Hart had 11, on top of it being a triple-double. And Deuce had 18. I mean, look at those numbers from the guys, just scoring all together, man. I mean, it's just a fabulous night offensively, man. And then also too, let's. I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Are we still having a conversation about Deuce starting over Josh Hart? Like, no, right? No, because LV said it from jump. I said no, he needs to start, and this is why. Because you got all these guys scoring, you're gonna need a guy that does everything. Not everybody can shoot, so you're gonna need a guy that does everything, and that's the beauty of him. He's like second in the league in like field goal percentage. What did he shoot today, man? His field goal percentage. What did he shoot? Josh Hart was 4 for 6 tonight. That's almost like 80% from the field. He was a plus 18 tonight. Only 11 points. But he's such an efficient player right now, man. He's doing it all. So we got to stop with all. Well, I'm glad we stopped with all that nonsense about Deuce coming. No. I said he's got to stay in that starting lineup. He's got to stay in that starting lineup because that's what he does. You see what he's doing. See on rebounds he's getting, loose balls that he's getting, pushing it up the court, getting and ones. The assist. When you see Swiss Army knife in the NBA, you got to see his face because he just does it all. Beautiful win for these boys. Well, let me get in the chat, man. Let me see what everybody's talking about, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with LV Live on this Tuesday. It's cold in the city, too, man. It's bleeding outside. Let me see. Coach said the numbers don't show it, but Cat went crazy. No, the numbers do show it, Coach. The numbers do show it. 23 and 15, man. 23 and 15. He was a beast in that Baja, man. How many blocks he had? We had like 3 blocks. Cat had 2 blocks tonight. 2 blocks. They got him listed with no assist. I thought he had at least a couple assists in there too. Cat's dominating that Baja, man. So all the talk about him going to the 4, everybody needs to stop. This is why, man. This is why. You see what he's doing, man. He keeps doing this. First team All-NBA, what say you? Let me know in the chat. What say you? First team All-NBA Cat? If he keeps this up, I think so. Who are you going to put at the 4? You're going to put Jokic at the center. We understand that Joker's going to get that. Who are you going to put next to him? Cat can't play the 4, right? I'm just saying it's all positionless anyway. But I'm just saying. Right now, Cat is probably top 5, top 4 in the league production. How well he's playing. Who's playing better, man? Anthony Davis. Give it to him too. He's playing well, but Cat's in that conversation. The big Cat is in that conversation. Corey Lindsay, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 121 to 106. Josh Hart, triple-double. 11 points, 10 assists, 13 boards. So I'm telling you right now, man, listen. Cat is like borderline. I'm telling you, he's about to be first team All-NBA. Yeah, that pass to Bridges was sick, Coach. Yeah, man, he looked like he was at Dykeman with that, man. $808. Yeah, that's my team too, sir. Yeah, man, they got busy tonight. They got busy tonight. Okay. Big Taz says LV is levels to this. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, there's levels to this, Big Taz. And I'm glad you said that, man. These guys aren't in our league. Not even close. And I thought they were good. You know what I mean? I thought they were good. Listen, listen, man, look, I'm not even going to sit in and try to. LV was talking about them being like kind of like a sleeper, right? And I think they still are, but they're not messing with us, man. We're in a different league, man. They can't, because offensively, they can't match up. Because they're going to get stops defensively, right? Because they're good. You know what I mean? They're good defensively. They really are. But they're not going to be able to stop us totally. They just can't. We got too many weapons. We got too many weapons. And here's the thing: we didn't even get Mitch back. We didn't get Preston Chua back. Them guys that could really lock in defensively and block shots and do all that stuff. So yeah, they missed Bonchero. Yeah, okay. We missed Mitch and Precious. 6'9", 6'10" guy. Mitch is 7'1", coming off the bench. So what I'm saying is we're going to be formidable. And we're getting better defensively. And the offense didn't skip a beat. Like I said, it was one point during this game. We were almost about 40 on them boys, man. About 40. Because they can't keep up. You got to be able to keep up with us. Because when we're knocking down shots, I'm telling you, we're very, very hard to deal with, man. Very, very hard to deal with. Tim says it was just a matter of time for this team to start clicking offensively and defensively. And continuing building a team chemistry, we're going to be a problem, and we could do something special this year. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Listen, man, I think, like I said, I think today sent a message to the league. It sent a message, especially the way we won. Like I said, we was almost about 40, man, on these boys. And everybody's talking about Orlando, how good they are. We blew their doors off tonight. It was easy work. This is going to make the league and a lot of people raise an eyebrow. It's like they're going to say, yo, man, you see what the Knicks did to Orlando? I'm telling you. So this sends a clear message to everybody. Knicks 100 Jim says Paolo's like 30 a night. They missing. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, he get his 30, but you understand that takes away stuff from old boy too. If he's shooting them shots, Franz ain't getting his. So something got to give. What go on, man? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 121 to 106. What go on says statement made. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Statement was made tonight, sir. Definitely was. The whole league is on notice. Chips' Hart is definitely the perfect two guard for this team. He can play any position that's made. That's what makes him a problem for teams. Agreed, man. He's interchangeable, man. Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? So he could do it all out there, man. That once again, that's why I've been saying since day one, right? You guys know I said it here on the show. Just keep him in the starting lineup. Everybody's saying, "Oh, LV, man, yo, you got no, man. He's got to stay in that starting lineup." Because of this, because he can do. You need a guy like that that's going to do all that stuff. Because there's so many weapons on the team. He doesn't need the ball to get busy. And a lot of times, if he ain't getting his shot up, he's saying, "You know what? I'm going coast to coast." You know what I'm saying? Because if you really watch Josh Hart's game, right? Like he's a hell of a ball player. But you watch him play, it looks like he's playing 24-hour fitness. Like he's out there just playing, just gunning, just running. He ain't running no plays, no nothing. He just runs around, gets loose balls, gets steals, knocks down shots when he needs to, gets and-ones, gets rebounds. Like that's all he is, man. But he's perfect for what it is we want to do. Perfect. Let me see here. Corey Lindsay says LV 8-2 at the Garden, baby. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We're looking like a dominant team at home, man. Dominant team. And that's what you do, man. When you come home, this is how it's supposed to be. You take care of business. You take care of business. You don't play no games. Tim says Brunson was having his day. excuse me, having his way. Did you see how he hit that? Yeah, he hit him with that ill cross, right? Hit him with that ill cross, then the fade away in the corner. Yo, listen, man. Nobody over there could check him. Nobody, man. He was doing what he wants. 21 points in 27 minutes, man. He was making it look easy out there, man. Easy work for him. 10 defensive rebounds by halftime again. Yeah, the big cat, man. The big cat is a monster. Cat is a machine on them boards. Yeah, he is, man. Yeah, he is. So all that talk about him going to the floor, everybody needs to stop. Big Tat says Deuce over McBride, right? Deuce McBride over Josh was a conversation. Yeah, it was. Remember that? Remember everybody was talking about that? And I was like, yo, everybody needs to stop with that, man. He needs to chill out. He's not playing over Josh Hart. Like, this is the reason why, man. There's nobody on the team that can do what he does. Nobody. Because no one does have the energy, even with Mikal Bridges and with OG Anunoby. I love what they do, but they don't have that guy's tenacity, man. He's like the Tasmanian devil out there. Like, he's just running around. Anybody that knows what that is, you know, anybody watch Looney Tunes growing up, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm talking about people. A lot of young guys out there, they don't know people's, you know, Tasmanian devil, man. He was a wild dude. And that's what he is out there, man. Non-stop energy. Yeah, and a triple-double for Hart. Exactly, man. Chip says, nah, Deuce is better coming off the bench, man. He's definitely should be in consideration for $6 man a year. Agreed, man. Agreed. He's. Has there been anybody that you guys have seen that's taken the leap that he has? Like, I'm just offensively, man. I mean, he's just entering a different stratosphere right now, offensively, man. You know, he's just coming off the bench, just bang bang. Like he's like a microwave. That's it. He comes in, knocks down shots. He don't even need to warm up. And every time he lets it go, I think it's going in. But that's how it is in this league, man. That's why he's going to get a lot of bread. When he comes up and it's time for him to get paid, he's going to get a lot of dough, man. A lot of dough. And he's the perfect story in this league of guys that come out, hard-nosed guys, defensive guys, but you got to work at your game, man. You got to work. You got to work. You got to live in that gym. You got to live at that facility. You got to live there, man. You got to live there and get them shots up, get them shots up, get them shots up. You got to work on your game. That's the only way you're going to be able to stay. Because what Deuce has done is that, guys, remember where he was last year around this time? He was trying to get the minutes, right? And everybody was saying, like, yo, Deuce is good, but he can't shoot, man. That's his problem. He can't shoot. And I don't know what he was doing, but he started getting better and better and better. And now, yo, he's money coming off the bench, man. But that's the work, man. What's Brunson's new line that he's doing, Luke's new clothing line? The magic's in the work, right? The magic's in the work. And Deuce should be the face of that. He should be the model for his clothing line. Because that's what Deuce is right now, man. His story is just amazing, man. Amazing. And once again, he's a football player. He's an athlete. See, I played football too. I played football in high school. Full ride to Syracuse, man. But ACL injury messed me up. You know what I'm saying? But it happens to the best of us. But football players are different animals, man. I played hoops and I played football. Played tailback and linebacker in high school. It's a different type of guy, man. But anyway, that's a little conversation. What I'm saying is I can relate to Deuce because those guys come in, they're athletes. So he's got to work on his game because he's not naturally a really good basketball player. He's good, but he's an athlete. So he could defend first, then he had to work on his shot. That's how I got my game. I was good defensively. I was good because I was an athlete. I was bigger and stronger than most kids in athletic because I played football. But then I started working on my jumper, working on my handle, and all that stuff. You take your game to the next level, man. Then you come back next summer, you got like new tools in the bag. They're like, yo, we didn't know you had that. So I got an infinity for Deuce because I know the work he had to put in to get to where he's at. You know what I'm saying? So Deuce is the magic's in the work, man. The magic's in the work. Tim says Cat's the best center in the league right now, hands down. I don't know, Tim, man. I don't know. The Joker's putting up crazy numbers, man. What's the Joker's number, man? Somebody pull it up, man. He's like averaging like a triple-double, right? Isn't it something crazy like that? He's going to get MVP again this year, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, his numbers are insane this year again. Big Taz today they would said Joker over Cat for first team, unfortunately. You know what? He could still make it, Big Taz, because remember, they do positionless. Like they don't pick positions. Corey Lindsay says LV men, the Knicks don't have to make no more moves. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're good. I mean, if you want to bring a couple of guys up like Landry Shamet or something like that, but once again, we got to try to find minutes for these guys. That's the thing. Knicks 100 GM says, I don't think we said anything other than we beat another injured team. How we beat another? Yo, we're injured too, man. We're injured too. There's no mercy, man. No mercy. Sweep the leg. You got a problem with that? If you know those words, if you know the lines, what movie is that from? No mercy. We don't care about that. We got injuries too, man. What team have we beat that was healthy this year? We're not healthy neither. Come on, man. Edward Walker, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 121-106. The Big Cat, 23 points, 15 rebounds. No mercy, man. Corey Lindsay says Josh Hart's retiring as a Knick. He ain't going nowhere, bro. No, he's not, man. He's not. He's not going anywhere. He's locked in with the Knicks, man. Well, go on. We're not even close to a final form, and everybody surpassed our record from last year's pace, right? Agreed. We did. What were we at this time last year? What were we, 12-9? I think we were 12-9 right at this point. Right now, we're 13-8. Knicks 100 GM says, yeah, Brunson was giving Caldwell Pope the Blues. He was doing it to everybody, man. Even Suggs. Suggs is second team all defense. So what? Brunson was cooking him and putting him in a blender, man. Them boys can't handle him, man. He does what he wants, man. He does what he wants out there, man. Period. That's why I told you guys, I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him at all. When I know he's going to have his numbers. When you want him really like full Super Saiyan superpowers is in April and May. That's when you want him because that's when the killer comes out. That's when Brunson started really, really getting busy, and that's what you need. Because that's when in the playoffs, that's what it's about. Everybody knows the sets you're running. Everybody knows what you're trying to do. It doesn't matter. Now it's all about the players. That's why you get a guy like Towns. Edward Walker said the Magic's going to be dangerous. No, they're not. They're going to beat up on some teams that can't offensively score. But Edward Walker, when you get in the playoffs, man, and you start getting against teams that could really fill it up, like us, Cleveland, and of course Boston, they're going to have a hard. They can't score, man. They can't score. They're at the bottom of the league offensively. They get Paolo back, cool, but they're not going to be able to deal with teams in the top 10 or top 5 offensively because all that defense is cool, Once you start hacking and fouling, and really good offensive teams start knocking down shots, that's it. That's it. Like I said, we almost had them boys by 40 tonight, man. 40. Third quarter, I was looking, I was like, yo, you see the score? That's why Brunson even playing the fourth. Tibbs really wanted to pull the guys, but he realized the other coach was keeping his dudes in because he wanted to try to make the score. Because remember, if they lost by 36, they would have been out of the NBA Cup. So that he didn't want them guys to lose by so much. So they was trying to keep the score close. This score is not even indicative of what the game was over in the third quarter. Midway third quarter, the game was over. So the Magic are going to be good. Yeah, they're going to beat up on teams like Atlanta and Philly and teams like that, man. Sacramento, you know what I mean? They're going to but when you get to the offensive juggernauts of the league, they're going to get blown out, man. So, I'm not really too worried about them guys like that. Tim says, Cat is definitely a center, not a power forward, right? I mean, we can play him with Mitch periodically, but definitely a center. No, the Wolves regret giving him up, especially Edwards. Yeah, man. He's a matchup nightmare, man. You see it. You see what he's doing with us. You see what he's doing with us. He's a matchup nightmare, man. Because now you got to guard everybody. And that's hard. That's hard to do, man. Everybody can't check everybody, man. This is the NBA. It's really, really difficult. It's really, really hard. So the reality is you're going to have to take some L someplace. And when you're facing a really good offensive team like us, it's like pick your poison. And so that's the decisions a lot of teams have to make. And if we're clicking like how we were clicking last couple of games, we're going to be tough to deal with for anybody, including Boston. Big Taz says, in the offseason, the Knicks have to strengthen up the bench. Agreed. I totally agree. In the offseason, we got to get somebody. We got to get maybe a couple like a big. Like I said, if we can get maybe somebody like, I like Jonathan Isaacs. I do, man. If we can get somebody like him, that would be great. Another long, athletic wing that can guard all five positions. Because he's like OG Anunoby, not as good, but he can guard a lot of different pieces. And he can, he could defend, he could block shots. He would be better over here than over there with them. So we can get somebody like that who's at a really good price, right? Maybe somewhere we can get at a discount. That's about 6'8", that could defend. I would definitely want to bring Precious back. Of course, keep Mitch. Maybe get two more players, two more wings, right? About 6'7", 6'9", 6'10", something like that, in between that range, 6'7" and 6'10". We can get somebody like that, and we're good to go. Atlantic Lion, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 121 to 106. Josh Hart, triple-double. 11 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds for Josh Hart. The Hart Foundation. Earl Gas, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys. Jalen Brunson, 21 big points. Correct. You got that right, sir. That was my man, Crease. He told Johnny, he said, yo, sweep the leg. You got a problem with that? He said, no, sensei. He said, no mercy, man. No mercy. What did my man say? Put him in a body bag, Johnny. See, that's what happens when you have a blowout win like this. You start having fun and start having Karate Kid dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Great win tonight. No mercy. No mercy rules. Knicks 100 Jam said we really need to keep Payne for a couple of years. You listen, agreed. I said that last show that I'm hoping that the Knicks could really keep him for like a good 3 more years. Man. I love him backing up Brunson. And I love the energy that he comes off the bench with. I love that. I love that. I think it's very, very important for that second unit, and I love him paired with Deuce because now Deuce don't need to run a point. Deuce can do what he does, right? It's gonna be hard for Kolek. I think he can be a bridge for Kolek, right? Because as long as Brunson's here, Kolek's going to have to back up Brunson. You know, this is Brunson's show. This is his crib. So, you know, but I think that Payne could be a good bridge for Kolek. But I love Payne. I don't want him to go any other place. I love what he brings off this bench. If I'm the Knicks, I extend him and keep him here with us. That's what I would do. Big Taz says, this game told me that the Magic should avoid the Knicks. They will be formidable, but not for the Knicks. Agreed. That's what I'm saying. I think they'll be good for other teams, but not us, not Boston, not Cleveland. They offensively, they just can't cut it, Big Taz. They can't. And when you get in the playoffs, you got to be able to score, man. Yeah, you can lock in defensively, right? But the really, really good teams with the really good players, it doesn't matter what you do defensively. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Suggs is really good defensively. It didn't matter for Brunson, man. Brunson did what he wanted to that boy, man. Caldwell Pope, really good defensive guy, right? Everyone was talking about the Nuggets losing him and missing him, blah, 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 right? What did Brunson do to him tonight, man? He made those guys look like G League players, man. He was doing what he wanted, man. His footwork was, he had them dudes in circles, man. He put Caldwell Pope in a blender. Took him up to Dykeman real quick, hit him with that, hit that fadeaway in the corner was water. It's easy, man. Come on, I'm not, it's just. Evan Walker says, Cat is balling. Yeah, he is. He is. Ooh, Knicks 100 Jim says, I want Mo Bamba. Yo, I know Mo Bamba, man. He used to go to my barbershop, man. I remember when he was a kid. He's from uptown. He's from Harlem. So his parents are big. Like his moms and his pops, like they're like, his pops is like 6'10". I think his mom's like 6'6", something shit crazy. So I remember Mo Bamba, he was young. He's coming to my barbershop. And then Line says, I don't know how much wiggle room we have with this second apron cap stuff. Yeah, it's going to be tough. So that's why I don't think we should do a move. I think everything that we do should be in the off season. That's when we should really make decisions on certain things in Atlantic Line. But I think with this second apron stuff, they should kind of hold serve. You know what I'm saying? Kind of see what goes on. Evan Walker Cat is being fouled a lot, but no calls. Yeah, man. Listen, I played earlier. Tip spoke about it in the press conference, right? And Tip said, "Listen, man. Like I don't mind the physicality as long as you call it on both ends, because I think it's important that I kind of like the physicality for our game. And Cat's a tough guy; he can handle it, but make sure it's being called on. It's you kind of have the same whistle. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? So." If they call, cool. You know what I'm saying? If they don't, that's even better. But I like the physicality too, very similar to Tibbs, man, because it's got to be hard somewhat. So, Mo Bamba home team, right? He can hit threes. Yeah, he can. He can. Tim says, you see how Barkley, Reggie Miller, as well saying how Brunson and Towns is a problem. Yeah, man. Yeah, they all know, man. They all know. They all know. They all know, man. Landline says, I like the idea. Are you willing to drop Sims or Huck for Bamba? I don't know about Okporte, man. I don't know about Okporte. You know what I'm saying? I like Okporte's upside, man. How big is Okporte? Where's Okporte? I think Okporte is 7 feet, right? Isn't he 7 feet? Or is he 6'11"? I like his upside, man. I like his upside. So I don't know about dropping him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I like Sims' ascension too, though, man. But I like Akporte, man. He's young too, man. I like his upside. Look at this. I will replace Sims with Bamba. Next 100 GM says he said he would do that, man. He said he would make that move. Said he get his man Sims up out of here for Mo Bamba. Tim said, you see how Barkley and Reggie Miller letting the league know that Cat and Brunson is a problem? Shaq's a hater. He hates on our team. Yeah, man, Shaq. I'm not, I don't really listen to those guys, man, because they like you today and then they hate you tomorrow. You know how I go. Reggie Miller really hates us, man. He's always hated us. You know that. Both can pick and pop. Yeah, man. Mo Bamba's tough, man. Mo Bamba, he's got to get minutes, man. But see, playing with Tibbs, I think will make him a better player. Cat from Jersey. That just says a lot about Shaq. Yeah, man. Yeah. Cat from South Jersey. He from what is that? He close to like, I don't want to say the shore, but he down like way down by like central, like more like central Jersey, not by the shore, but he's close to over there though. But that's where he's from. I think Brunson from Jersey too, though, man. Both of them guys from Jersey. I think Brunson just went to high school in Chicago, but I think he grew up in Jersey, man. Because the pops, his dad is from up north. His dad's from like Syracuse. Then he went to Temple. And he went to Temple, played ball. Temple, Philly's right next to Jersey. So he kind of had a lot of dealings over there in Jersey. Because who's from Jersey too, right? They from South Jersey too. What's Worldwide West and Leon Rose. All three of them cats. Worldwide West, Leon Rose, they all from the same town in Jersey. That's why they so tight. And that's how Rick Brunson got cool with Leon Rose, because he's from right there. And he became Rick Brunson's first. He was Rick Brunson's agent. So that's how they got tight. See how deep this stuff goes, man? So that's how I remember. Philly's right next to South Jersey. So I think, where they from? I want to say they from, I don't think they from Camden or something like that. I don't think they from Cherry Hill. They from South Jersey, them cats. Leon Rose and Worldwide West. And that's how it goes. All them cats is from like South Jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Leon knows Cat. Because remember, Cat's from South Jersey too, so he knows his pops. So all this is deep, man. All this is, and Leon Rose knows Rick Brunson because that was his agent. This is before Jalen was even born, I think. You see what I'm saying? So this is deep, man. This is deeper than blood, man. These guys are super tight. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Blanks, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live. Big win for the boys, 121 to 106. Yeah, see, Mr. He from Cherry Hill. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So that, and Cherry Hill, anybody, that's like right next to Philly, man. Sometimes when I go down to Philly, go see people, you know what I'm saying? I go get the cheesesteaks, you know what I mean? Go do that. But you got Cherry Hill's real nice. They got all the houses out there. It's real nice out there. So believe it or not, a lot of Eagles and a lot of the 76ers, a lot of them dudes live in Jersey because it's right there on the border. If you go to Philly, it's like a bridge. It's like right there. So it makes sense that, Rick Brunson went to Temple. That's right smack dab in the middle of Philly. Like, it's in the city. Like, it's in the hood. That he knows Leon, and they right, because Cherry Hill's right there. It's ill because it's like basically like the Bronx and Harlem. Like, Tim, it's like the Bronx and Harlem, like how it is. Cherry Hill and like Philly. It's like ill like that. And Camden too. Camden's the same thing. They're all close. So all them dudes is from over there. Tim says Precious shall be back. Oh, okay. Precious should be back any day now. About to go to 10-game win streak, right? And we already 3 in a row. Agreed. Evan Walker said McKellar is slowly getting his groove formed for the Knicks system. Agreed. You see how he's playing defensively too today, right? Getting in the passing lanes and stuff like that. How many steals he had tonight? He had a couple steals too. He had 2 steals tonight and 5 assists. 19 points. He's slowly getting that's why I was blacking out the way I was yesterday, man. Or the day before. Excuse me. Because this guy's too good of a ball player for people to be treating him like this. You know what I'm saying? So you see, it just takes time, man. It takes time. We're not even we're not even midway in the season yet, man. And dudes was just treating him like he's garbage, man. Like he's not even a good ball player. They was talking crazy about him. And I'm like, yo, this is insane that you guys are talking about this guy like that. He just got here. But you know how they do though, right? Once you start rocking, you start knocking down shots, then they want to, hop on the bandwagon. You know how it go. They say, oh, we ain't really mean it like that. You know what I mean? They turn coat, man. That's how you could tell who dudes are. When the first sign of trouble, right? They start acting funny style. They didn't want to blame acting funny style on other things and other people and all this other stuff. But nah, because of this, nah, because of that. They start talking crazy, and you just nod your head. You be like, okay, I see what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's ill, man. It's ill. But great win for them boys tonight, man. Great win for them boys. Great win for them boys. Great win. All right, but listen, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Great win for them boys, 121-106. 6 players in double figures. Josh Hart, 11 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds, triple-double for him. To me, he is the star of the game. Great win for them, putting the league on notice. All right, but listen, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button, people. Right. Also, too, if you're watching this on replay, and if it's your first time coming through, rocking with the LV Live crew, please subscribe to the channel and leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right, listen, guys, I'll be back Thursday to talk about that Charlotte Hornets game. So please come through and check it out. All right, people, listen, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight. Big win for the boys, 121-106. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.